So, how are you enjoying AMA 2014 in Austin, Texas? What a great place to be.
It is a great place to be. I was actually born in Texas.
Oh, I did not know
Never
that.
lived here very long, but was
Okay.
born here, so it's nice to come back and
Yeah.
see some hills in
Yeah,
Texas. I'm
that's
not used to hill
exciting.
country.
That's
So
right.
it's been great. The conference has been really good.
Yeah.
Had really nice sessions.
Yeah.
Have met some great people.
That's good.
Taking away some good nuggets.
That's good.
I've already emailed my boss and said, can I have time on our next managers meeting to go over the things that we're learning?
Oh,
here?"
that's super.
Mhm.
That's a great idea. Well, it's great to see you again. We met first at the UCDA Design Conference.
Yes, we did.
And even though we met only a couple of years ago, I think I've already told you I've been following you for quite a while because of the Power of Orange campaign.
Nice.
And so I'm, always excited to talk to you. And in fact, as I was preparing for this interview and thinking about what I might ask you, I feel like you were doing integrated marketing communications before everybody else was. And we all talk about it now, and it's sort of part of our way of operating. But in my opinion, you all were doing that really effectively way before everyone else was. And so I just would love to hear you talk about that, what your approach is, and why you think it's important and how you make it all work.
Well, I think it's important because the resources for one in higher education are so limited that it's huge that we have, first of all, everybody across campus tied into what we're doing at the central level.
Mm-hmm.
So integrated in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then integrated marketing communications so that you're utilizing all the media and mediums that are
Mm-hmm.
available to you.
Right.
And repurposing your work is a part of that as well, because
Yeah.
we don't have the funds to go out and do something specifically for television or specifically for web or those things. So we had to, I think, take that integrated approach early on in our marketing because of those reasons. And it's interesting to me that I'm starting to see, first of all, AMA's attendance has grown
Sure.
huge. I was trying to remember, I presented at AMA with my former boss probably 10 years or so
Really?
ago. And I don't remember how many there were, but now, there's 1,000 or 1,200 or whatever it is. And so I think you see the significance of marketing in higher ed growing,
Yes.
and that's reflected in the number of people here.
Absolutely.
And so it's also interesting that people are saying marketing for higher ed is growing and it's becoming more important, whereas at Oregon State University, I do think that we have been focusing on that for a
Very
while.
long time, yeah.
We started a central marketing office, I think, in 1996. At the time, the president really focused on and gave support to marketing.
Yes.
And then that just grew, and in 2005, 2006, we really recognized we needed to do some more efforts.
Right.
And that's when in 2009 we did write our first IMC plan.
Right.
We rolled out the creative campaign Powered
Right.
by Orange,
Right.
and that's when it took off.
Yeah.
And we've recently revised that IMC plan.
Okay.
Started another creative campaign
Right.
called Beaver Nation.
Right.
And so we're just continuing that every
Yeah.
few
It's
years.
incredible. One of the things that came up at the keynote that you might be able to address too is this idea of getting your senior leadership to understand the benefits of a marketing program. What are your tips and tricks and secrets to pass on to our colleagues who haven't had the success you've had to have that strong leadership?
So we worked with Littman Hearn the first time we wrote our IMC plan, and one of the things that they created out of that, which was huge for us, was an executive marketing cabinet.
Okay.
So we had that our first time around, and
Right.
that consisted of our president, provost, athletic director, enrollment management,
Okay.
senior,
All that folks that
senior
you need, right.
leadership. So the best thing that did for us was at least get our marketing work in front of those people.
Sure.
Because they, on a daily basis, don't know what we do.
Right.
And then also talking with them about what are the goals and objectives for the university. Because if we have a really strong understanding of that, outside of even just the strategic plan, because we have a strong strategic plan, but hearing it from those people, then we can go and decide what the marketing communication goals are.
And respond a lot more
And
effectively.
respond.
Yeah.
And then they actually are tied instead of us over here doing one thing and then doing.
Sure.
And the leadership not knowing what we're doing or thinking that we're outside of their lines.
Right.
And so we meet with that group on a quarterly basis.
Okay.
We show them what we're doing. We talk about our strategic directions. We have
Okay.
their buy-in.
Okay.
And having that leadership from that top down you can't do it without it.
Right.
I mean, you can't.
Right.
And we saw that with the great keynote speaker, the president from University of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as we get in front of our leadership, I would love it if my president could so eloquently talk about our marketing efforts like she did.
Yeah,
so
that
was
really incredible.
amazing.
That was really cool.
So I think it's important for the success.
Just educational process and building a relationship with those folks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have another question for you. You've been managing and directing and leading marketing teams for a while. What do you think the marketing team of 2014 should look like? I mean, what are the kinds of, when you have to fill a position on your team, what are you looking for? And what kind of skills, what kind of personal characteristics, what's the contemporary professional marketer look like?
That's a great question. I think the contemporary person has to be very versatile.
Okay.
And has to understand the industry that we are in. I don't even speak just from higher ed.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that in one session earlier today, they talked about going outside of higher ed to look for good creative work,
just inspiration, kind of. Yeah.
And I see that in our team, and we encourage that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think someone who has, who thinks outside the box, first of all, who is very versatile, who just has an innate curiosity, whether it's creative or strategy, whatever it might be.
Okay.
I get very frustrated with someone who says, "But this is the way we've always done it."
Right.
And that's not the person that I want at all.
Yeah.
So somebody who is going to be a really good team player.
Okay.
Because again, we're a team, and my particular team is 10 people. Our whole division is 35.
Right.
So every person counts.
Right.
And we still do. I'm in the process of hiring a copywriter, but it needs to be someone who can write marketing style, but also, a brochure on a program.
Right.
So they, again, with that versatility.
Yeah.
And we really encourage. My art director is my best headline writer I have.
Okay, so you let people sort of
cross
do
those
what they
lines.
do, but then do other things as well. Yeah, and that contributes to that versatility.
We do, and we encourage people to partner with, our web folks.
Okay.
Our social media guy might be doing some video, or vice versa.
That's wonderful.
Some people may write. So again, it's that versatility. They will still have their main role, but looking for that versatility.
Yeah. That's a win-win too, because you're helping people develop career skills that will, advance what they want to do, but you're also getting incredible work from them at the same time. So that's wonderful.
We have print designers,
right?
But we don't want them to just be print designers for exactly the reason you just stated.
Right.
Hopefully they'll stay with us for a long time, but they also have to have other skills, and they can't lose those web skills or interactive skills just because they're doing print. So it's another reason that we encourage the crossover.
Yeah. That's why conferences like this are so great. You get to meet all these great people that are able to sort of embody the very things that you're talking about. Well, thanks so much. It was great to catch up.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking.
Sure.